Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. In this video of StudyIQ, I will bring to you current affairs in English from the first 3 days of October, 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and tomorrow I will bring to you the remaining 4 days of October from 4 to 7. This is part 1, first week October 2017. Our best-selling pen drive courses, please note we are running a sale from 10th of this month to 19th of this month where we will provide 33% flat off. This is our Diwali sale. That will start. If you want to avail any of our best-selling pen drive courses, then that is the number that you have to dial, or you can simply go to studyiq.com. Now, even before I start this video, let me give you a GK update. Okay, so Arundhati Bhattacharya, she is no more the chairman of State Bank of India, but rather Rajneesh Kumar. New chairman of Central Board of Secondary Education is Anita Karwal. New chairman of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation (ONGC) is Shashi Shankar. NHPC, it is Balraj Joshi, and Advertising Standard Council of India, it is Abanti Shankar Narayanan. These are the 5 new appointments which you need to remember, absolutely must. Now let's begin. Under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sampark Yojana, which basically means that you have to connect every village by road, Ministry of Rural Development, which is headed by Narendra Singh Tomar, who is also our mining minister, has cleared 221 proposals of roads and bridges at a cost of 782 crore rupees under PMGSY, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sampark Yojana, for which state? All these will be built in Himachal Pradesh. Governor is Acharya Devvrat and CM is Veerbhadra Singh of the Congress Party. There are important national parks in Himachal Pradesh, like for example you have the Indar Kila National Park. Now don't confuse Indar Kila with Indravati. Indravati is in Chhattisgarh, Indar Kila is in Himachal Pradesh. You have Pin Valley National Park in Himachal Pradesh. Don't confuse it with Neora Valley and Silent Valley. Silent Valley National Park is in Kerala. Neora Valley National Park is in West Bengal. And Pin Valley, it is in Himachal Pradesh. And you have Great Himalayan National Park. Central government has approved the combined development of Phase 2 and Phase 3 of Harohalli Industrial Zone in Karnataka at an investment of how many rupees? Karnataka recently started Indira Canteen, where subsidized food will be given to the poor people. And Chief Minister is Siddaramaiah, Governor is Vajibhai Wala. This is the Harohalli Industrial Zone that will be built in Karnataka at a cost of 1561 crore rupees, and it will be in Ramnagar district. Karnataka also has Anchi National Park, Dandeli, Kudremukha, Banarghatta, Bandipur, Nagarhole, and it has the highest number of tigers and elephants in India. Promotion campaign for Mudra Yojana on pan-India level was recently launched from which place? It was launched from Varanasi, which is the Lok Sabha constituency of Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. Now, Modi has adopted 3 villages under the Pradhan Mantri Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana, which is Nagpur, which was the second village. The first village that Modi had adopted was Jayapur, and very recently he has adopted Kakhaya village in Varanasi constituency in Uttar Pradesh. Banaras is the old name of Varanasi. And this campaign is Mudra Yojana. Under Mudra Yojana, you can get 3 types of loans. One is called Shishu or infant. Then you can get up to 50,000. Then from 50,000 to 5 lakh, you can get under what you call as Shishu, Tarun and Kishore. So this is Kishore, and Tarun you can get from 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So the maximum loan you can get for your micro, small or medium enterprises under Mudra Yojana is 10 lakh rupees. That is the maximum. And also remember, Mudra is run by SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, headquartered at Lucknow. First time, FIFA has selected 7 support female referee for which men's tournament? It is the tournament which is undergoing FIFA Under-17 Football World Cup. The final will be played in India in Salt Lake Stadium. And also, India lost first match to USA 3-0. Asian Development Bank has approved a loan of how much amount for modernization of Himachal Pradesh TVET institutions, that is Technical and Vocational Education for Training Institution. Asian Development Bank, we have the 4th highest share in Asian Development Bank after China, America and Japan, and Takehiko Nakao is the president of this bank. Highest share is of Japan, followed by US, followed by China, and then comes India. It is headquartered in Manila, which is capital of Philippines. It will give a loan of $80 million. Which of the following will host the 8th annual Global Entrepreneurship Summit in Hyderabad with the theme Women First, Prosperity of All? Women First, and probably that is why America will be headed by daughter of Donald Trump. Her name is Ivanka Trump, and wife of Donald Trump is Melania Trump, who is also called the First Lady in America. One way to remove your confusion between the two names is that wife. Now invert the letter W and you get M. M stands for Melania. So Melania is the wife of Donald Trump. And this organization is Niti Aayog. One very, very important thing. Now vice chairman of Niti Aayog is Mr. Rajiv Kumar. Okay. Now I'm seeing that a lot of students, they get confused between Rajiv Kumar and Ravish Kumar. Ravish Kumar he is one of the journalists, all right. But Ravish Kumar is the spokesman of Ministry of External Affairs who had taken over from Mr. Gopal Bagle. So Ravish Kumar is the Ministry of External Affairs spokesman, and Rajiv Kumar is the Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog. And the CEO of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant, and Chairman is of course Pradhan Mantri Modi. Government has extended the deadline for selling the unsold pre-goods and services tax stock with their revised maximum retail price till what date? Earlier it was September 2017, but now it is December 2017. And GST is goods and services tax. It is an indirect tax, and the department for that is Central Board of Excise and Custom, and it is headed by Mr. Vanaja Sarna. For direct taxes, we have Central Board of Direct Tax headed by Mr. Sushil Chandar. And GST is 102nd Amendment Bill and 101st Amendment Act. Who has become the first non-white person to head a major political party in Canada? And he might be locking horns with Justin Trudeau in the elections in 2019. His name is Jagmeet Singh, and he has become the head of New Democratic Party, NDP. Don't confuse NDP with NDB. NDB is New Development Bank, also called BRICS Bank, headquartered in Shanghai and headed by KV Kamath. So if in exam they ask you who is the head of NDP, don't say Jagmeet Singh. Jagmeet Singh is from Canada. There is another Sardar, another Sikh who is important in Canada. His name is Harjit Singh, and Harjit Singh is the Defense Minister of Canada. Which country has begun collecting the new sin taxes on tobacco product, energy drinks, which may be as high as 100%, and soft drinks, which will be taxed at 50% more? That is called sin tax. It has been done by United Arab Emirates. Capital is Abu Dhabi. There is a very high level meeting on railway safety that was recently conducted, and Railway Minister is Piyush Goyal, who also was the chair for this meeting. This meeting was held where? It took place in Mumbai. Piyush Goyal is also the Minister for Coal. However, the Minister for Power and Renewable Energy now is Mr. R.K. Singh. And also remember one more guy, Ashwani Lohani. Ashwani Lohani is the chairman of the Railway Board of India, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Swachh Andhra Mission. Andhra Mission, and this mission was launched by Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Her name is PV Sindhu. Coach name is Mr. Pulela Gopichand. And also remember, Andhra has Papikonda National Park and Lord Venkateshwara National Park. These are the two important national parks. Capital is Amravati. With respect to the 4th Bi-Monthly Monetary Policy Review, the Statutory Liquidity Ratio SLR has been cut by 50 basis points to what? Earlier it was 20%, now it is 19.5%. That is the Statutory Liquidity Ratio. Repo rate has remained unchanged at 6%. This is a very big surprise because during the festive season, always RBI cuts the repo rate. But the problem is that this time they have not cut it because the non-performing assets have reached 12 lakh crores now. And that is why it has not cut the repo rate this time. So this is a huge surprise. Reverse repo rate is 5.75%. Marginal standing facility and bank rate both are 6.25%. Also, they have changed their GVA growth projection. GVA and GDP, they are different two growths. So I'm talking about GVA growth. Earlier they said India would grow by 6.7%, but now they are more optimistic. They are saying we will grow at 7.3%. And RBI governor is Urjit Patel. Which team won the 2017 Enactus World Cup that was held in the capital of England, London? Now Enactus World Cup, it is not a sports World Cup, rather it is a Social Innovation Project World Cup. It was won by India, and India was represented by a college which is called Shahid Sukhdev College, and this is a college of business studies. Shahid Sukhdev College. Sukhdev, you know, was a martyr along with Chandrasekhar, Rajguru Sukhdev, so Bhagat Singh, they were all martyrs. So Chandrasekhar Azad, so he was one of the martyrs. Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies was represented India, and Mission Rahat and Project Udan, they were showcased there. Who is the Indian coach who has been suspended by the Wrestling Federation of India? Now, Wrestling Federation of India president is Mr. B.S. Singh. His name is Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and he has removed the coach Kripa Shankar Patel. Recently launched Arpan version is a software related to what? Now, Arpans means sacrifice, and the name is of defense software. Our defense minister is Nirmala Sitharaman, and this software basically helps us to digitally manage all the documents related to our army. Which state chief minister has launched single-click pension delivery scheme? It has been launched by Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who is the chief minister of Madhya Pradesh. And he also honored all the people who have reached the age of 100 with the Shat Ayu award. Shat Ayu basically means in English 100 years. China has opened a 409 km long expressway which links Tibet's capital Lhasa with Naingchi. Naingchi is very close to Indian which state? It is very close to Arunachal Pradesh. Therefore, this is a threat to India. Arunachal Pradesh, there is also a disputed area called Tawang. Capital is Itanagar and Chief Minister is Pema Khandu. Arunachal Pradesh has Mauling National Park. It also has Nam Daf National Park. Now, don't confuse Nam Daf National Park with Dampa National Park. Dampa National Park is in Mizoram. Who has won his record sixth straight title at National Motorcycle Racing Championship? His name is Jagan Kumar and he is also the first Indian player to win Asian Road Racing Championship. He drives TVS racing car. In a first, how many Indian shuttler means badminton player, they have been listed in the top 20 of the BWF World Badminton Federation men's single ranking. So there are 5 men now in India top 20. That is very important. Remember their name. Kidambi Srikanth, he is ranked 8th. HS Pranoy 15th. B Sai Praneeth 17th. Sameer Verma 19th. And Ajay Jairam, he is ranked 20th. These are our 5-star men player. And in top 20 female ranking, there are 2 players. PV Sindhu, she is ranked 2nd in the world. And Saina Nehwal, she is ranked 12th in the world. So the answer is 5 men players. Which Formula 1 racer won the Malaysian Grand Prix? Malaysian Grand Prix was won by Max Verstappen and he drives Red Bull car. Also remember, now let me ask you this as a question. There was a tournament which is a cricket tournament. It was supposed to take place in Bengaluru. Now it has been shifted to Malaysia. Can you name the tournament? Can you write it in comments? Malaysia's capital is Kuala Lumpur. Who has become the first Indian woman to climb Mount Manaslu? It is the 8th highest mountain peak in the world and it is in Nepal. She is also an IAS officer from Uttar Pradesh. Her name is Aparna Kumar. Who has been elected as the chairman of Ethics Commission as well as Anti-Disciplinary Commission of the International Weightlifting Federation. International Weightlifting Federation is headquartered in Budapest, which is the capital of Hungary. And the president of International Weightlifting Federation is Mr. Tamaj Ajan. From our perspective, Anti-Disciplinary Commission and Ethics Commission, its chairman is an Indian. It's a matter of pride for us. His name is Birender Prasad Besya. Who has been appointed as the non-official director of ONGC, on the board of ONGC. ONGC is a Maharatan company. There are 7 Maharatan companies in India, but now there are 8 because BPCL, Bharat Petroleum, has been ranked as a Maharatan company now. So there are not 7 but 8 Maharatan companies, or the biggest PSUs in India, and the most profitable one among them is Indian Oil Corporation. Indian Oil Corporation is making India's biggest refinery along with BPCL and HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum, at Ratnagiri in Maharashtra at a cost of 2 lakh crore rupees. His name is Sambit Patra. Which of the following countries have agreed to cooperate to build the first lunar space station? First lunar space station will be built by Russia and China. Russian space agency is called Roscosmos and American space agency is called NASA, which is headquartered in Washington DC. So the answer is 1 and 4. Which Indian university they gave the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters on Emir of Sharjah, Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasimi. Sharjah is one of the Emirates in United Arab Emirates and this university is the University of Calicut. SEBI has allowed sovereign wealth funds. SEBI is Securities and Exchange Board of India. It is a capital market regulator and it is headquartered in Mumbai. And the chairman is Mr. Ajay Tyagi. Now it has allowed the sovereign wealth funds and other long-term portfolio investor services FPI to buy the corporate debt in infrastructure sector up to what amount? They have allowed up to 9,500 crore rupees. You can buy the debt up to 9,500 crore rupees in the infrastructure sector. Which state government has put in force no helmet, no petrol rule for two-wheeler rider? Also, if you're in a car and if you don't have seat belt, you will be given no petrol. This rule has been applied by Andhra Pradesh government. Chief Minister is Mr. Chandrababu Naidu of the Telugu Desam Party. Who has received a National Tourism Award in the Best Tourist Guide category by President Ramnath Kovind, who is the 14th President of India? Her name is, she is 91 years old by the way, and her name is Rama Khandwala. Rama Khandwala, she has spent 50 years of her life as a Mumbai tour guide. Which bank in India, they have waived off the closing charges for saving account holders which are at least 1 year old. Earlier they used to levy a charge of 500 rupees. This was the levied closure charge. This bank is State Bank of India. New chairman is Rajneesh Kumar. Benghazi Airport, it opened after a period of 3 years, is located in which country? This is a very, very important port. It is located in Libya. Capital is Tripoli. It's a desert. Lot of part of this country is desert because it is in North Africa. Now there are some important ports that you need to remember. First one is Trincomalee. Trincomalee is a port which is in Sri Lanka and India is building it. Then there is Hampantota, again in Sri Lanka, China is building it. Then there is Chabar, which is in Iran, India is building it. And then there is Gwadar, which is in Pakistan, China is building it. So these are some important ports that you need to remember. There are 3 US scientists, they have discovered gravitational waves. And for that they have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Which one of the following is not one of them? They are the scientists from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Boston, America. And which Rainer Weiss is there, Kim Thorne and Barry Barish. So J. Henningen is not one of the 3 scientists. An underground water treatment plant was recently inaugurated in which state? Which Indian state I am talking about? And it has been built in a place called Sadhu Tilla, which is a place in Agartala. Agartala is the capital of Tripura. Governor is Mr. Tathagat Roy and Chief Minister is Manik Sarkar. And which bank is providing loan for this underwater project? Underground water treatment plant? Asian Development Bank is providing 70% of the cost of the project. India has opened 2 immigration checkposts. One is Zorin Pui, which goes to Myanmar, and then there is Kawar Pui Chua, which goes to Bangladesh. In which Indian state I am talking about? I am talking about the state where you have the Dampa National Park. I am talking about Mizoram. Capital is Aizawl, and Mizoram also has a border. It has a border with Bangladesh, and India also shares a border with Myanmar, long border, and Mizoram also shares a border with Myanmar. So Myanmar has suddenly become important. President is Hatin Kayao. Myanmar is in news for Rohingya controversy, and real de facto leader is Aung San Suu Kyi, and Myanmar's capital is Naypyidaw. Which Indian city has been ranked world's most affordable technology hub? So this is a no-brainer. It is Bengaluru, and the second position surprisingly is Gurugram, which is in Haryana. Bengaluru is IT city, space city. It has Indian Institute of Science. It has the headquarters of ISRO also. And it has the famous Bellandur lake, which was in news because of extreme fogging by the detergent, and that is why this lake has become a man-made disaster. Radhika Mohan Bhagwati, he passed away. He was a famous what? So he was the editor of Dainik Assam, which is a newspaper. He was a renowned journalist. What is the name of the Facebook citizen group which has been given Swachhta Award or Clean India Award by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs? And our minister for the same is Hardeep Puri. He is the Minister for Urban Development. So the name of the group is My Delhi, Keep It Clean. And Delhi's governor is Mr. Anil Baijal, who has been appointed to head the 5-member OBC, Other Backward Caste Subcategorization Committee by President Ramnath Kovind. This will be headed by Miss G. Rohini, and she is the former Chief Justice of Delhi High Court. What is the name of the world's first blockchain technology-based smartphone that was recently launched in a company called VVDN? It is based in Gurugram, Haryana, in partnership with Ireland's company called Embedded Download. The name of the mobile phone is called BitVault. It is priced at 75,000 rupees. What is GIFT IFSC's rank in the September 2017 edition of Global Financial Center Index 22 GFCI London? In GFC, GIFT City is there in Gandhinagar, it is in Gujarat, and the India's rank is 10th. Now remember Mr. Ajay Pandey, he is the Managing Director and Group CEO of GIFT City. There was a 9-day long mountain biking race that was recently flagged off in Himachal Pradesh. It was started by, or it was flagged off by which person? It was flagged off by Acharya Devvrat, who is the governor of Himachal Pradesh. Which country has opened its biggest overseas military base in Mogadishu? Mogadishu is a place, it is a capital of Somalia. It is in the Horn of Africa. This is in Turkey. Turkey's capital is Ankara, and president is Recep Erdogan, who was given the doctor tag by Jamia Millia Islamia University in New Delhi. So remember, Turkey has opened their military base in Mogadishu. China has opened their first overseas military base in a country again in the Horn of Africa. It is Djibouti. Which bank has announced to buy back shares worth 99 crore rupees in its primary dealership subsidiary company? Which company I am talking about? I am talking about DFHI, which is a subsidiary of State Bank of India. It is called Discount and Finance House of India. So the answer is State Bank of India. What was the 2017 theme of International Day of Older Persons that was observed on 1st of October? It's a big theme. It is called Stepping into the Future, Tapping the Talent, Contribution and Participation of Older Persons in the Society. Which country recently celebrated its 68th National Day from 1st October to 3rd of October? Which country celebrated 68th National Day? I am talking about China. And why do they celebrate it? Because at Tiananmen Square, it was the first raising of national flag on this occasion. Tiananmen Square. China's president is Xi Jinping. Capital is Beijing, which is the headquarters of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and Shanghai is the headquarters of New Development Bank, also called BRICS Bank. World Vegetarian Day was celebrated on which day? World Vegetarian Day is observed on 1st of October by the International Vegetarian Union. As per the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs, Shri Hardeep Puri, how many more states have reached the milestone of making all cities and towns open defecation free? These 5 states are Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Haryana. These are 5 states. Haryana became 5th open defecation free state in India, and the first state to become open defecation free was Sikkim. Who has achieved or bagged the International Business Person of the Year award at the Asian Achiever Awards that were held in London? This is a question from Awards and Honors, and his name is Birender Samal. Now, Birender Samal, he is the CEO of Subha Group. Subha Group, he is the CEO. Subha Group is headquartered in Accra. Accra is the capital of Ghana, which is in Africa. International Cricket Council has recently announced the implementation of new playing conditions across all the formats of international cricket, be it T20, be it one day or test matches. Who is the chief executive or CEO of ICC? His name is David Richardson, and Mr. Shashank Manohar is the chairman of ICC. Now remember, what are the changes? For example, cricket is played with a bat, as everybody knows, and the depth of the bat cannot be more than 67 mm, and the width of the edges cannot be more than 40 mm. Also, any player misbehaves, that will be classified as level 4 offense if there is any serious misconduct, and he can be banned for life, etc. So these are some of the rules that ICC is making. As per the sample registration system bulletin that was released by the Office of the Registrar General, India's infant mortality rate declined to how much per 1000 live births in 2016? In 2015, India's infant mortality rate was 37. It has been declined to 34 now. Very, very important. Also remember that the state with the highest infant mortality rate is Madhya Pradesh, and the state with the lowest infant mortality rate is Goa. Also, the state which did the best job, that is where the infant mortality rate declined the most, was Chandigarh, that is a union territory, and where highest rise in IMR was seen, it is Arunachal Pradesh. Which country has recently put in effect a law that bans burqa? If you wear burqa, you may be fined up to 150 euros. It has been done in Austria. Capital of Austria is Vienna. Vienna is the headquarters of OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. There is a ship which is called MT New Prosperity. It carried first shipment of American crude oil, that is called shale oil, to which port of India? So India is now buying for the first time in the history oil from America, and this ship reached Paradweep port, which is in Odisha. And the company PetroChina has been given the contract to bring the crude oil from America to India. Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she recently inaugurated a bridge on which river? Between Durbuk and Daulat Begoldi post in Leh, Ladakh. Now, Leh is the name of the district. It is the second largest district of India when it comes to area, and Ladakh is a chain of mountains which is called Trans-Himalayas. In Trans-Himalayas, you have all the mountain ranges which are above Himalayas, like the Ladakh range, etc. So the river name is called Shyok River. What is the name of the official match ball which we are using for FIFA Under 17 World Cup that is going on in India right now? This ball has been unveiled by Adidas, which is one of the official sponsors. The ball is called Krasava, and why they have called it Krasava is because it is a word used by Russians to describe a striking performance, amazing performance. Now, FIFA 2018 Football World Cup will be played in Russia, and 2022 it will be played in Qatar. Which company has completed the acquisition of 49% stake in Italy's company called AQA Holding? This company is Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways. Who inaugurated the first ever exhibition highlighting the achievements of Indian Space Research Organization at Surat in Gujarat? Surat is also called Diamond City. ISRO's chairman is Mr. A.S. Kiran Kumar. He is the chairman of ISRO. So it was inaugurated by Dr. Jatinder Singh, who is our Minister of State for Space and Atomic Energy. Which company has backed the official $100 million contract to create the technology and platform to nab the tax evader using social media? This is a new attempt by the government to use technology to nab and trace the willful defaulter and the people who have gulped the money using social media. This award has been given to L&T Larsen & Toubro Infotech. Amam Al-Ghamidi she has become the first woman to be appointed into a top government post in which country? This country is Saudi Arabia. The capital is Riyadh and the currency is Riyal. Remember one more thing, that Saudi Arabia, they have started something known as Mission 2030. That is, by 2030 they should have 30% women. That is the share of women in the labor market. Who unveiled a 1.8 meter statue of Mahatma Gandhi, the first to be installed at Rajghat? It was unveiled by Venkaiah Naidu, who is the 13th Vice President of India. India and Norway, they have recently signed a memorandum of understanding for bilateral cooperation in the field of what? India and Norway, they will do the cooperation in the field of health. Our health secretary, who is our health secretary? C.K. Mishra. Health Minister is JP Nadda. Norway's capital is Oslo. And Norway has a very famous player, Magnus Carlsen, who is the world chess champion. Which company has won a government contract for supplying 10,000 electric cars for rupees 1120 crore rupees? This is Tata Motor. Tata's chairman is Mr. N. Chandrasekharan. Government has changed the interest rate on small savings scheme for October to December quarter by how much amount? They have not changed it at all. It is 0%. So what will be you paid for your public provident fund? 7.8% interest. Kisan Vikas Patra you will get 7.5%. Sukanya Samriddhi account you will get 8.3%, and senior citizen savings scheme you will get 8.3%. Our Environment Ministry has recently notified the new Wetland Conservation and Management Rules for 2017 to replace the 2010 version. How many wetlands have been officially identified by the central government? Our central government has identified 115 wetlands. Out of those, 26 are a part of Ramsar Convention on the Conservation of Wetland. Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi, she has inaugurated the 3rd annual Women of India Organic Festival at which place? This festival was celebrated in New Delhi and the theme was Good for Women, Good for India, Good for You. I repeat, Good for Women, Good for India, Good for You. This was the theme. Who has been appointed as the chairman of Russian oil company called Rosneft? There are two important Russian companies, Gazprom and Rosneft. Even Kaspersky Antivirus is a Russian company. Even Alrosa is a Russian company. So remember the name. But Rosneft is the biggest, one of the biggest Russian companies for oil production. And its new chairman is Gerhard Schroeder. And why is he important? Because he is a former German vice chancellor. Right now, German chancellor is Angela Merkel, who has been elected as German chancellor for the 4th time. Reliance Communication recently, they have cancelled their merger with which company? This company is Aircel. Reliance Aircel merger is now off. My second question for you today. Who is the chairman of Telecom Regulatory Authority of India? TRAI. India is going to undertake a joint tiger consensus with which country? India has 70% of the tigers of the world. Highest number of tigers in India are in Karnataka, followed by Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has Rajaji Tiger Reserve and Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve. India will do it with Nepal. In a first, which company has raised $300 million via green masala bonds at the London Stock Exchange new international securities market? Masala bonds are the rupee denominated bonds for the overseas investor, and this company is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, also called IREDA, and our renewable energy minister is RK Singh. Which of the following has been adjudged as the Swachh Iconic Place or the cleanest iconic place in India? And there were 10 contender like Taj Mahal and Golden Temple, etc. The cleanest, the Swachh iconic place is Meenakshi Temple. Meenakshi Sundareshwar Temple, it is in Madurai. International Day for Non-Violence is celebrated every year on which day? Non-violence was a concept which was mastered by Gandhi ji. So October 2nd, his birthday. It is also the birthday of Lal Bahadur Shastri, who is the ex-Prime Minister of India. Scientists from which countries have conducted the first quantum unhackable video call? Unhackable video call was done between Beijing and Vienna. So they are the respective capitals of China and Austria. Which of the following banks have been penalized by America for rigging the foreign exchange rates? There are two banks. One is the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. It is originally a Chinese bank, but it is headquartered in London. Second is the Deutsche Bank. It is a German bank. So the answer is 3 and 4. October 1 is celebrated to promote which beverage? It is observed as International Coffee Day. So the answer is coffee. And in India, maximum coffee is in Karnataka. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, it has participated in the World Investor Week. Now there were other capital market regulators of other countries also that participated in the same. This was launched by IOSCO, which is International Organization of Securities Commission. This event began with the bell ringing ceremony at which place? Bell ringing ceremony took place at the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Investment in the domestic capital market through participatory notes slumped to a 5-year low of how much amount? It slumped to a 5-year low of 1.25 trillion only. When was World Habitat Day observed? With the 2017 theme called Housing Policies and Affordable Homes. Even India has a housing scheme which is called Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana or Housing for All. Target is till 2022 we will build 6 crore houses, 4 crore for the rural sector, 2 crore for the urban sector, and our rural development minister is Narendra Singh Tomar. Urban development is Hardeep Puri. It was observed on the first Monday of October. This time it fell on 2nd of October. Hanumant Moreshwar Marathe, he passed away. He was a famous what? He was a very famous writer. He used to write in Marathi language and he was popularly called as Ha Mo. Which state's chief minister launched a campaign to abolish child marriage and dowry, which is one of the most important problems in the state. His name is Nitish Kumar. He's a Bihar CM, and that's all you need to know. Now, Bihar recently have a new governor. Can you name the new governor of Bihar? Can you name him? Write down in comments. Who is the new governor of Bihar? Which of the following organizations is organizing a countrywide free eye checkup campaign and distribution of spectacles from 2nd to 6th of October? This has been done by National Highway Authority of India, headquartered in New Delhi. Our Minister for Transport is Nitin Gadkari, who is also the Minister for Water Resources, Ganga Rejuvenation and River Development. Also remember, this eye checkup campaign has been done for the drivers, helpers, etc. Environment Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, he unveiled 3rd National Wildlife Action Plan for 2017 to 2031. This plan was drafted by a committee chaired by which person? This committee is called JC Kala Committee, and there are 12 members in the committee. Team Europe recently won the 2017 Laver Cup. Now, it was held in Prague. Prague is the capital of Czech Republic. Remember, Laver Cup is a tennis tournament. It is played between Europe and rest of the world. From Europe side, Roger Federer beat Nick Kyrgios from the rest of the world. So the answer is tennis. Fenesta National Tennis Championship recently began where? This began in New Delhi. It is also called National Hardcourt Tennis Championship. Which country has floated out the world's largest nuclear power icebreaker ship? It is called Sibir. It is run with nuclear energy. It is a ship of Russia, Russian ship called Sibir. 8th Conference of the Associations of the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, also called SAARC, headquartered in Kathmandu. Speakers and parliamentarians, it was held where? This was the 8th conference of the Association of SAARC Speaker and Parliamentarian. From Indian side, we were represented by Sumitra Mahajan. Sumitra Mahajan is a Indore MP and she is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. This conference took place in Colombo in Sri Lanka. Which automobile company has announced an exclusive right to provide transportation at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup tournament? It is a company from South Korea. It is called Hyundai India. Their one car was a bestseller, which is called Creta. Which country is going to be the honorary guest at the World Government Summit that will take place in January 2018? It will be hosted by United Arab Emirates. So which country will be honorary guest? It will be India. And India on 26th of January 2018 has invited all the ASEAN members. There are 10 ASEAN countries. All have been invited to 26th Jan 2018. Who has been appointed as the 25th chairman of State Bank of India to replace Arundhati Bhattacharya? His name is Mr. Rajneesh Kumar. Arundhati Bhattacharya retired on 6th of October. At which position did Vishwanathan Anand finish in the Isle of Man Chess Championship that was held in Douglas? Vishwanathan Anand finished second, and first the tournament was won by Magnus Carlsen of Norway. He's also the world chess champion. He won the championship. Which country jointly hosted the Global Wildlife Program that was hosted in association with World Bank and United Nations Development Program? World Bank's president is Jim Yong Kim and CEO is Kristina Georgieva. It is headquartered in Washington DC, which is also the headquarters of IMF and NASA. Global Wildlife Program, which country jointly hosted it? It was jointly hosted by India in association with World Bank and UNDP. It was hosted on 2nd October in New Delhi. This was regarding how we can tackle illegal animal trade. Brenda Hale, she has been appointed as the first female president of the Supreme Court of which country? This is the most powerful court in this country. It is UK. Brenda Hale is the first female president of the Supreme Court. Also remember one more judge, Jill Black actually. Jill Black has become the second female justice in UK's highest court, which is the Supreme Court. Which country has announced to launch a new space agency? This they announced recently at International Astronautical Congress that was held in Adelaide in this country, Australia. So the answer is Australia. Prime Minister is Malcolm Turnbull, capital is Canberra, and International Aeronautical Congress was held in Adelaide in Australia. So this was current affairs of only 3 days, 1st, 2nd and 3rd October. Tomorrow morning, I will bring a video from 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th October. Keep watching StudyIQ. Thank you for watching.